want to say something? All right. You're about a week and a half away here from the open areas. Do you have an idea of who your specialists are going to be?
Yeah, we're pretty close on that. I'm not ready to comment on starters yet on that, but I'm happy where we're at with Damon. I'm happy with Graydon. Reese continues to kind of work out of where last year kind of hit a little slump. He's been working hard. The kicking game is starting to take shape with I feel our field goal kicking is a lot more stable than we were last year, health-wise and consistency. Seth, Owen, Charlie's been slowed down a little bit, so I kind of want to try to get him back in the loop there. Tabor's, actually, I think Tabor's been the best I've seen him in field goals, but we like him concentrating on the kickoff, and again, Owen, I think there's something with all our special teams people, but getting some things that I'm giving you a lot of generic stuff. With Owen, we got a lefty as well, so it's kind of like a bullpen. You kind of go to the righty or the lefty, so we'll see how it's going. But I like where we're at. I think we're going to get through a few more things, and I can kind of let you know.
I mean, if that group excels at the level that you're sort of seeing it have the potential to, what does that do for you guys?
Well, it does a lot. We were at a department kind of a recognition booster dinner last night. Somebody was asking me something similar, and one thing about things that's changing in college football, I think we've talked about it here more, is possessions and points per possession, and going for it on fourth down. So, field goals are many times not as, are we going to be a team that's going to go for it on 4th and 4 from the 30 versus, 47-yard field goal. But I still think there's the crunch moments. You need those points and where it's going to be, and I'm very confident it's going to be a group that'll come through for us.
What are some of the challenges you guys face as you transition from the routine of fall camp to the routine of a game week?
Well, we're not fully in that because we did not practice today. Uniqueness of, playing on Fridays and open, that extra day and things like that, it's kind of a unique routine there for a while. But we've tried. I really have been. We're always looking at tweaking. In fact, I think we're going to meet here at noon with some staff members on our next, kind of like the next 12 months, and looking while it's fresh in our mind about August and what we can do to be better. And but this schedule, this calendar, our daily schedule has been. We've stayed with morning practices the majority of the time. We've incorporated some night practices to get them used to that type of feel on the field, catching, punts, kicks, passes in the dark, all those things you try to check the boxes on. But, we'll start building that routine a little bit more of what our 4 days are like. The shorter practices on Monday, Thursday, of course, a walkthrough, all of that we'll gravitate towards. And I think starting school here now is giving us that routine of that part of the day. I've been at places where your first week of school is your game week, and that kind of throws you off sometimes. So I think it's been good. I think the way we do mornings and doing things, our guys are pretty acclimated to it. I'd like to think, and the experience in the room allows that to carry itself.
Yeah. And with regard to Jalen's back, just what's his status right now?
He's doing more and more each day. I'm not going to go deep into anything with injuries right now. Holistically, as we progress, I'll probably have more next week when we speak again.
In terms of the schedule, what does this week look like for you guys going from Monday until next Monday?
This last Monday, or like 2 days ago?
Yeah, 2 days ago through next Monday.
We practiced half pads Monday, our 3/4 pad workout yesterday, pretty traditional, about 2 hours. Today we just had film and lifting, a short team meeting about a few things off, like non-football, more related. And tomorrow we're back at it, and Friday we'll do kind of our mock game where we kind of, I won't say dress rehearsal because we don't dress out, but it's more routine. We've kind of gone through some of our pre-game routines a couple times during camp. New locker room, space-wise, what do we want to do at halftime? What are we going to do in certain things that kind of relocate, make sure everybody's kind of ready to go there. We'll do that. We'll be off Saturday, no practice, and staff will meet in the morning on some things, get ready, and then Sunday morning we'll practice again, and that's our Monday, and kind of hit our regular. And then Monday, Tuesday of next week will be our heavy work days. Kind of hit everything up on Wednesday, and Thursday will be a walkthrough and to the hotel.
When you're talking about special teams, you talk about the number of possessions in a game. How do you feel like the clock rules will impact your decision making?
We'll see. It's interesting. I think everybody. I think it's going to be good overall. They still talk about 7 less plays, something like that. I mean, we were. I want to say Andy will be a lot better than that. I think we were 61 plays a year offensively last year. That's on the lower end. So, I think some of the rules will be good. I think there might be a little bit of getting used to early, but the most of the time when you're really honed in, paying attention to that is last 2 minutes of the half and things, and that's staying the same. So I think we'll be pretty good.
Is there a group that you feel maybe better about right now than you did maybe at the start of camp? Position group, a couple of players just overall.
Oh wow. Yeah, there's some. I think defensively, like Cornell Wheeler, J.B. Brown, guys that have had to play a little bit more and step up, but I still like that. I still like the rotational guys that, again, I can't rattle off always 4 guys up front at 4 D tackles or 4 D ends. It might be 5 or 6, and situationally, I think guys are going to show that they can help this football team. We just need, until we get them all out there and get the consistent play. I do like how that's shaping up. I really like some of our young defensive backs and how they've grown. I know we've got a lot of experience, but as we've come out of this first month, I like where the future of that position is developing as well, and that's exciting. Like I said, also at the linebacker spot, I think that is our depth. We've talked, all the experience offensively has continued to show itself, and as guys get banged up and miss, whether it be soft tissue stuff, you get other opportunities for guys, and sometimes, they just need that consistent time on the field to gain confidence and show us. And I'd say the other one probably offensively that would come to mind quickly would be Cole Ballard, and really what he's done for a guy in his position and how he handles it and some of the plays he's made.
Lance, just kind of seeing Coach Snyder's impact, have you already seen that in the special teams area and other aspects of the football team?
Say that one more time, please. I'm trying to make sure I'm addressing.
No, you're good. Yeah. Have you already kind of seen the impact of Coach Snyder?
Him, and like I said this to, we had our thing Friday night here with fans, and that is, Aaron Miller's one of our analysts, and he came to us from Rutgers, and Aaron had a lot last year, and he's a pretty reserved guy behind the scenes, even staff-wise, but he's excellent at what he does. Zach Barton came to us from Kent State, and I think I might have said it here before, I still have nightmares about, a game against Kent where the wheels fell off for us, and a lot of it had to do with special teams. So, and he's heavily involved there. And then, of course, the addition of Sean and his ability through his years of not just knowledge schematically that he adds, it's philosophy with players and getting core guys to really be in it and doing things. There's some things that, yep, definitely. I would say, his contributions behind the scenes have been even better than I thought they would holistically. And his professionalism and humbleness about how he's done it has really, really impressed me. Yeah.
Lance, they recently passed a law in Missouri that allows high school recruits, if it's sign and stay, to start taking advantage of NIL. I just want to get your thoughts on that, and also, what have you seen from just NIL impact over the last 6 months to a year?
You see it keep changing, It allows people to be in the game that probably they never would have on some players before. It continues to grow and evolve. Again, we're still hoping for consistent guidelines across the country, and what's monitored, what's regulated in such a way that we all kind of play by the same rules. And I don't know if we'll get there. Again, I think our players have handled things very well within our program, and that's really my focus right now, is to make sure that as this becomes bigger and for many good reasons, it also doesn't destroy locker rooms, and mainly our locker room, and because of that, because money changes people, and it makes you lose focus and can do some things, and I think our guys have done a very good job with that, and when you're dealing with the numbers of players that you do in football and what it can do, I think we saw it last year across the country, speculation wise about where it's impactful, and we got to make sure there. I don't get a lot of asked by any politicians yet or anything about feelings and where it evolves, but like I said before, especially when you're close to bordering states that are now have a different set of rules, laws to play by, it definitely can be impactful to how you go about certain areas as you recruit. But we'll keep doing it the way we're doing it, the way it's supposed to be done, and we're confident that it'll play out the way it's supposed to.
What were your expectations for Cole Ballard when he got here?
I don't know if I had any. I was very anxious to see. I've known his father for 30 years. I know what kind of competitor he is, how smart he is, how he approaches it. His father and I talked about his expectations of his son, about being a good teammate, a guy that fits in and what he does and all those things. And I was kind of waiting for, just like any other player that comes in, especially a guy that's walking on, to be coachable, work hard, try to get a little better each and every day. His demeanor and approach to it has been even more impressive than I thought. He doesn't get rattled. He takes hard coaching, works to get better. He knows he's had some tough days out there, and he lines right back up and takes the next rep. And that's what I love about him. And he just goes about it. I think he has found a way to earn his respect in that locker room very quickly. And the young man has a very bright future.
Anything else for Coach? All right.
Thank you. Let's go.